GNC specializes in health and nutrition-related products including vitamins, supplements, sports nutrition, diet, and energy products. They've been operating since 1935. Welcome to Eric C. Productions. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get notified of my latest video that are posted during the week. Please leave a suggestion or a comment for this Sunday segment, and maybe you might see that video in a future posting. Thanks to Juan Serrano, who chose this video, GNC, for the Sunday segment. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. And now back to the program.
General Nutrition Center's Pro Performance Amino 1000, the scientifically developed protein supplement. Amino 1000 can help give you the edge. The Amino 1000 gel capsule, designed for fast absorption. Amino 1000, exclusively at GNC, the authority in sports nutrition.
In 1935, David Shakarian realized his dream by establishing a little health food store called Laxum in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Shakarian's first storefront was located at 418 Wood Street in downtown Pittsburgh. Laxum specialized in yogurt, a food that his father helped introduce to the United States, but also sold other healthy foods such as honey, grains, and healthy sandwiches. Even though health food was thought to be a passing fad back then, people welcomed Shakarian's store, and although his first day's receipts totaled only $35, he was able to go on to make enough money to open a second location 6 months later. In 1936, Shakarian suffered from what appeared to be a fatal blow to his new company when the Ohio River flooded into downtown on St. Patrick's Day. Both of his stores were wiped out, but he opened a new store the next year and later began a mail order business, shipping health foods and later vitamins and prescription drugs throughout the country. His innovative health concept flourished in the steel-making town of Pittsburgh during the 1950s, prompting him to eventually open 30 other stores in that city. He also began adding vitamins and other health supplements to his product line and expanding operations into other cities, such as New York. The 60s decade saw many changes, and people began to embrace the concept of natural foods and better nutrition. The physical fitness movement, anxiety about smoking, and the growth of shopping centers brought success to his business venture. Shakarian met the growing demand by opening stores in other states. In this process, he also changed the name of his chain to General Nutrition Centers. Shakarian profited handsomely during the 1970s by expanding the number and size of his stores, emphasizing an evolving line of trendy products and developing and manufacturing his own proprietary products. He opened factories in Pennsylvania, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. He also began selling his products by mail order, substantially boosting access to less populated areas and bolstering recognition of his specialty stores. By the early 1980s, Shakarian had grown to the GNC chain from a single shop to a national network of 1,300 outlets. In 1984, he stepped down as CEO in February of 1984, but continued as chairman until his death later that year. In the 1980s, Shakarian took Gnc Public. In 1989, Watts, Horn, and other GNI executives accomplished a leveraged buyout of the company with the help of Boston-based investment firm Thomas H. Lee Company. A new company, General Nutrition Companies, or GNC, was created to operate GNI as its major subsidiary. By 1992, GNC was operating about 1,125 stores and generating over $380 million in annual sales. Between 1992 to 1998, it would open more than 2,000 stores, making it one of the fastest growing retail chains in the nation during the 1990s. GNC retained its emphasis on vitamins and minerals, which represented about 40% of the revenues, and sports nutrition supplements, 30% of sales, but it also began adding new lines of apparel and exercise equipment. In 1992, GNC introduced the Gold Card membership, which originally cost $15 annually and gave customers 20% discounts on the first Tuesday of each month. The Gold Card program developed into a key component of the company's marketing strategy and had a membership of 3.1 million customers by 1998. In 1996, GNC launched the concept of Livewell Stores, which were about one-third larger than traditional GNC outlets, and included some of the details from prototype stores being tested in the Pacific Northwest that offered gourmet and health food products as well as upscale health and beauty products. The Livewell Stores featured a different look and layout than traditional GNC stores. In the beginning of 1999, GNC entered into an alliance with Rite Aid drugstores, under which Rite Aid would open full-line GNC stores within 1,500 Rite Aid locations. GNC would also manufacture a new line of vitamins and nutritional supplements called Pharmasure that would be jointly marketed by Rite Aid and GNC beginning in the fall of 1999. Rite Aid's 1,400 other stores would carry the Pharmasure product line, as would GNC's U.S. stores. Under the agreement, GNC would also become the exclusive manufacturer of Rite Aid's private label vitamin line, and the two companies would launch a joint consumer website to provide nutritional information. GNC took the company public prior to selling the company to Royal Dutch Numico in 1999. They later sold GNC to Apollo Management in 2003. Ontario's Teachers' Pension Plan and Ares Management bought GNC in 2007. In 2018, the Chinese state-owned Harbin Pharmaceutical Group agreed to acquire an approximately 40% stake in GNC. At the time, GNC had approximately 8,400 locations, of which approximately 6,200 retail locations are in the United States, including approximately 2,200 Rite Aid licensed store-within-a-store location, and franchise operations in about 50 other countries. In June of 2019, the company announced that they would be shuttering 900 mall locations in 2020 due to slumping sales. In June 2020, the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection and indicated plans to close at least 800 stores. Effective on June 30, 2020, the stock was delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. In September of 2020, the bankruptcy court in Delaware approved the sale of GNC for $770 million to the Harbin Pharmaceutical Group.
Now to a consumer alert. GNC has filed for bankruptcy and will close up to 1,200 stores. The 85-year-old vitamin and dietary supplement company is facing nearly $1 billion of debt. GNC has had declining sales at its stores since before the pandemic. However, they said that stay-at-home orders had a dramatic negative impact on its business. GNC will downsize as a company after closing 20% of its retail stores.
Hey, you just watched my video. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Gnc Productions.